morning, good evening, good afternoon to all the loyal players of Planet Pirates. Just want to put on the mic. I'd just like to speak to you about something very important. Basically, I played this game for a very long time, and I came across many different people across the world, people of many different faiths from different parts of the world, and we are all put into different envelopes. Whatever colours, whatever parts of the world we're sent to, however we're tested over the hands of time, all that matters is life itself. And then when we move on to the next beyond, because before we got here we didn't know we were going to come here and what we were going to be and who we were going to be and what we were going to be like, what kind of family we were being sent to, whether we were going to be hungry all the time, or whether we were going to have clothes to wear, or whether we were going to be able to get water easily, clean drinking water, whether we were going to be honoured, when we were going to be, whether we're going to be part of a royal family or just a family that values you, what other hardships we're going to face. So basically what I'm trying to say is if you have young ones that are willing to take on your account, then fair enough. But with this game, because it's so connected to real people behind the profile stats, like some players may have someone to take over their account, so it's okay to continue the good work. But then we find sometimes ourselves in a situation where we may not have someone to take over. So it's important that we learn to live with one another, but learn to also live without. And I'm not in a position to say that we should let Alex go, but it's just that you have to hear my whole video to understand me purely and clearly, because there's no way for me to better explain it than to explain it in the way that I'm going to explain it to you right now. And this is one of the greats of the game. Such a great guy, such a great person, so lovely. I mean, you can see from the wins, you can see that he was always winning 3 battles out of his 4. And even I have lost so many compared to him. I mean, my ratio is less than his. And like if you look at my ratio, I'm just giving you just a quick little comparison. My ratio, I've like lost 1 and 1 2. You understand what I'm saying? And if you look at Alex, he always scored far past what I did. It's a good thing, I feel, to keep the memory alive of a friend, a family in gameplay. But I feel it's very important to allow them to move on as well, because I know this game is not going to last forever, but neither are we. And sometimes it's important to learn to let go, because it's been a long time now, and even for someone like me, you would just never know it until I was to explain it to you. We have to sometimes learn to let go. And it's the most difficult thing I'll ever say to anybody. But it's because I care for you. It's because I care to dare to share with you that I too lost somebody just 2 days ago. And it doesn't matter where that person was born. I don't need anybody's sympathy. And it's important that we all learn to let go sometimes. It's important that we allow them to move on peacefully. Sometimes it's better to say your goodbyes and allow them to move on to where they're not in pain anymore. It's important sometimes to, by letting them go, you're allowing yourself to take the goodness of what they left behind. By keeping them there, it's just you're not going to move forward with the goodness purely in that sense. I can't run any comparisons with anything, because I'm not in a position to tell anybody how to play the game. And there's many great players across the game They have allowed players to sit in their guilds and just stay there for a long time because they value their friendship. But we don't want to cause this game to have any type of an effect for the future players that want to join the game. There's many people that are joining the game all the time, and it's something worthy, far more worthy than any other games I've ever played. I love the graphics, I love the enjoyment, I love the numbers, I love the percentages, I love the enjoyment of the teamwork, how you grow, the combination of different outfits with the legendary pirates combined with the troops, the ideas, the visuals, the replays, the concepts of what type of troops to send in first. I love all the colours, the glitter, and it's just everything about it. People will say it's similar, same as Clash of Clans. I mean, I do my upgrades every day with Clash of Clans, so I'm not going to come out with any more further gameplay with that until later. When I've started to get to the point where I'm comfortable with. But for now, this game has always been my number one, and this is the only game that I really truly do play. And I'd just like to share with you all that it's important that we learn to live with one another, but at the same time we have to learn to live without. We have to learn to hold on to one another, and it's the time to let go. It's important to learn to let go. It's the most hardest thing you'll ever do, but it's important to move on, the good work and the good word. And that's what it's all about, and that's what it's always about. If you hear my voice, echo, 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 be assured, George, I'd always be there for you. And all those that be worthy, whatever do. Yeah, we've all lost someone in our lives. It may not be because of the night in Vidco, which I call it. It may just be because of the so-called vaccines that they've created, that they know clearly that all their blood systems are not the same thicknesses, so they may not react and cause the right type of positive effect. But they still go along and cause their appointments, keep bugging you with the text messages and emails. They know that you have responsibilities with others across the world, across the waves, across the border grid lines. They know that you have responsibilities to others, and they still send you these text messages and saying that you can't fly without certain tests done first, whatever. I know there's an option, and there is a question asked whether you want to get it done or not. But then they start pushing you to like no job, no vaccine, no job. It's like they pushed it so much that even doctors know that it's not gonna work clearly in that way. That's why they kind of like relaxed it, because it was just shown clearly. But you choose, you make your own choices in life and gameplay. It's important that you make your own choices. Barefoot Harmy, I have a lot of love and respect for you. I played alongside Alex. It doesn't matter what he said or what he done. What's more important is what he's left behind. He's left behind a great family. I'm not in a position to say things on social media in that manner. But, it's important that we learn to let go of friends, family, and allow them to move on to the better place with the good word, with a good thought, intention. And this video is very different. This video, yeah, it's like, Unique Rebel sometimes, he has to get his thoughts out sometimes, and this is the only way. It's important that we continue the good work and the good word. It's important we allow our friends to float, on the wings of angels. It's important that we allow them to sail their farewell ship in real life. We should allow them to move on to the better place. And the only way I can explain it is because I went through it myself, and so it's important to share the good word that we must move on together. I'll always be here for you and all those that be worthy and more. I'm not too far, I'm just one comment away. If you comment in the section below, I will definitely respond to you. And if you join the Discord on my channel, I'll even call you, I'll speak to you. So that's the only way I can communicate with all those that be worthy and more. If there's anything I can give to you, then I'll be more than happy to. This game has so much more to enjoy. This game has so much more to learn. There's so much more to come on this channel for those that be worthy and more. We will continue the good word and the good work with the outfits. We will carry on with guiding the newer players that are joining the game and those that are returning back to the game that had this game from before. There's so much that this game has to offer. There's many years of great content, and even for a player that's been playing for 7 years plus, for me, I still have so much more to enjoy, and especially to give to all those that be worthy. So I wish you all well, wherever you may be. Keep smiling, keep shining, keep rising for your gameplay enjoyments as they evolve. But most importantly, look at him go. And the real life, that's the one. Gotta love this game. It's such an amazing game. And what makes the game worthy of playing is the people, is the players. And that's why I play it. I'm not gonna cry over content, and I know I need it the most because it will boost my channel up, But I don't want to be greedy. I don't need it. I'm happy to be where I am. Yeah, it's all good. You keep well, stay well, be happy, stay safe, and enjoy the gameplay. That's priority number one. Attached.